So I'm up here on Main Street. We're in Columbia, Illinois. We're having a strange event here tonight where these women walk around in these outfits like witches. They're dressed like witches. And I was going to capture some of that action. I was going to sing some songs maybe with my guitar. I was thinking about it. But I haven't done it. You know. And then I just want to get a shot of the scene though. And when this officer over here, when he came over and inquired what I was doing here, or something, started asking me all kinds of questions or something. So there's several officers there now. They had strange questions for me. They're very inquisitive without having reason to be so. And so you can see there's a special event going on where these women are walking around with witch outfits on. I was out checking it out. Of course, I was going to bring it up to YouTube here. I'd wanted to perform a song or two, but of course, in the atmosphere here is difficult to do that. That my spidey senses told me I had to do it then. Okay? So, you know what I mean? Like Spider-Man, he has his spidey senses telling him not to do that kind of thing. Right then, he doesn't do it.
Adam! Tammy,
here they are.
Hurry up, because we're going this way.
The witches are walking around Columbia, Illinois.
Then they decided to sell it as your dad's.
So dm666 thought it'd be appropriate for him to be up here, you know, and sing some tunes and stuff. And capture some of this action here. So he's gonna do now. I was gonna go home and eat dinner, though I better get a few shots of the scene here. It's very unusual. It's very unusual that this officer here would be so interested in me. He'd be inquiring about me, what was I doing here and stuff. He's still sitting there just watching me. These officers who repeatedly violate my civil rights, my constitutional rights. This mayor of the city where they owe me millions of dollars for the damages they've done to me and my mother and my family. They've done horrific things to us over the years. They've surveilled us illegally, I'm sure. They've done many unlawful things to us. They continue to do so, like this guy here right now, intimidating me, trying to deprive me of my constitutional rights right there. That guy, that officer there. That copper there that just interacted with me a few moments ago. Why was he called here to do that with me? I'm here on a public street, exercising my constitutional rights like the others. Why did that cop come up here to harass me like that? Why did he come up here to humiliate me like that? Why was he going to violate my civil and constitutional rights like that again? But my spidey senses told me to get out of his way sooner than he thought I would. Why does dm666 know this stuff ahead of time, huh, copper? How come he's onto your game? How come you're caught, cop? How come you're caught again and again? I've caught you. I've caught you again and again and again. Violating my civil and constitutional rights, violating state and federal laws, but nothing's done about it. FBI, nothing's done about it. US DOJ, nothing's done about it. When these criminals, these corrupt criminals in Columbia and Waterloo, Illinois, when they just ride roughshod over me and my mother. When they murder my mother and then are attempting to do so to me too, and just ride roughshod over us. They just do anything they want to me, and nothing's done about it. When I'm emotionally abused horrifically for weeks and weeks, months and months, and years and decades, and nothing's done about it. I call this I call this Illinois Nurses Association they sent to my house. The ones who murdered my mother. That's who they sent to see about my complaints about emotional abuse by my relatives, neighbors, community members, the police, etc. They send the ones who murdered my mother out to investigate this corrupt little corner in southwestern Illinois here. This little corrupt cobweb here in Illinois.
What are you doing?
Columbia, Illinois. I'm making a movie. I'm dm666. That's right. I tell the truth. Well, they spill out lies. Well, they hide behind many lies all the time. But there he is again. So I'm going to go home here soon. There he is again. See, there he is again. Mueller hasn't left yet. He's making some movie or something. Cobber, right? Mueller still hasn't left. Right, Cobber? But Mueller's not doing anything unlawful. You are, Cobber. You've been conspiring for decades to violate my civil and constitutional rights and my human rights. And nothing's done about it. At the local, state, or federal, or international levels, nothing's done about it. Why don't we go to the Hague, Netherlands and get something done about it? These war crimes they've been committing against me and my family. When they murdered my mother, when they subjected me to MK Ultra experiments for decades in Columbia, Illinois. Why don't we go to the Hague, Netherlands, where in World War II, where they had the trials, the Nuremberg trials, etc. Because the crimes continue here in Columbia, Illinois in 2017. They continue to commit the crimes against David Mueller, 666. They committed them against his mother, Julia Mueller. Julia Kawula Mueller, who they murdered last year. And they want to brush it all under the rug. And they want to murder David. They get it all brushed under the rug. They'll just all get away with it. They'll be rich and happy. They'll be prosperous. And David will have nothing at all. They'll just continue to slander him and try to incriminate him. This honest man. This man who tells the truth all the time. While they lie and lie and lie and lie. While they hide behind lie after lie after lie. While they just smear shit all over David that belongs to them. See, here's this Cobber again. He's coming again. Well, David, what are you doing there? Well, I'm making a movie, Cobber. Why do you ask? See? There he's turning around. He's turning around now. He is now turning around. See what he's going to do now. David Brian Mueller Publishing, 989 North Briegel, Columbia, Illinois, 618-304-6284 is the phone number. David Brian Mueller Publishing, 989 North Briegel, Columbia, Illinois, phone number 618-304-6284, Social Security number 319-58 8230. That David Mueller. Mueller. It's spelled, it's a Germanic name. And he continues to try to intimidate me there. He continues to try to threaten me and cause me anxiety and harm. He's harmed me many times before, this officer. Unlawfully, criminally, maliciously. He's doing it right He's violating my civil and constitutional rights right now. He's violating my human rights right now. Nobody at the local level does anything about it. Nobody at the state level does anything about it. Nobody at the federal level does anything about it. Nobody at the international level does anything about it. But David Mueller is doing something about it right now. He is documenting it right now. His behavior, this officer's behavior. He is documenting his unlawful behavior. This racketeering, influence, corrupt organization known as the Columbia Police Department. We have many of these organizations like this in the United States of America. These racketeering, influence, corrupt organizations called police departments, sheriff's departments, etc. Racketeering, influence, corrupt organizations in the United States of America here. And nothing's being done about it. I've called the FBI dozens of times about it. They do nothing about it. This fibbing bunch of instigators in Washington, D.C., they do nothing about it. This Jeff Sessions, he does nothing about it. These liars, these ones who hide behind many lies. These ones who have slandered me for decades. These ones who have committed human rights atrocities against me and my family for decades. And continue to do so with impunity. And nothing is done about it. Because they, oh, David Mueller, they would say, well, he's mentally ill. He's on drugs, etc. And then nothing would be done about it. For decades. Decades of lies, slander, Satanism. That's real Satanism. That's the real Satanism. This Jeff Sessions, these kind of guys, these liars, these criminals in our government. Always want to punish us and harm us and injure us. Our own worst enemies within our system, harming us. Obviously, because they're doing nothing about what they're doing to David Mueller. They continue to do to him. They even are penniless, abused week after week, month after month, year after year, murdered his mother, and trying to slowly murder him, too. In his fascist little town here, Columbia, Illinois. Where David's ancestors lived here before there was a Columbia, Illinois. Then they brought these mean-spirited fascists over here to abuse me. That Johann Mueller came here from Germany that had to be abused like this. That my grandparents came from Russia that had to be abused like this. That when the Koalas came from Russia, they would be abused like this. This is the United States of America. It hides behind so many lies. This one that dangles around hydrogen bombs over us. There's Kim in North Korea, these other criminals, these other criminal governments that dangle these hydrogen bombs over us and threaten us with them. These criminal governments over us. With their police state institutions and all. Threatening us with hydrogen bombs, folks. Horrific weapons. Just casually on the news threatening us with hydrogen bombs. We're the target, folks. We're the targeted individuals. with those hydrogen bombs. We're the ones who get blown up by them. So some elites can keep us in fear and slavery and misery. And lie to us and deceive us. But don't listen to that dm666 guy. Oh, he's mentally ill. He took drugs that he says such things. This witch, dm666. This witch guy. This Wizard of Oz. This King David of UDM. This Wizard of Oz. This witch guy. This occult guy, there's 666 in Columbia, Illinois. No, don't listen to him. Right? Is that what I tell you? You better listen to me! Because I tell you the truth. And nobody else does. So you ought to really listen to me. There he is again. There's my friend. There he is again. My own worst enemy. My friend, enemy, my accoster there. Again, threatening me as I try to exercise my First Amendment rights. Maybe not, maybe not. He'll just say, oh, I was just monitoring the situation on Main Street. Why is he always monitoring right by me? And why did he start approaching me earlier and trying to interact with me and all this about it? Here it was.
I've tried all the new beers that come out.
Yep.
No, and all the beer that comes out, the different flavors.
David Brian Mueller, full legal name, dm666. He's the witchy one. Davida Brianna Michelle Mueller, 666. David Brian Mueller Publishing. 989 North Briegel, Columbia, Illinois. 62236-1311. Phone 618-304-6284. That's David Brian Mueller Publishing. 989 North Briegel, Columbia, Illinois. There'll be blue birds over the white cliffs of Dover tomorrow. Just you wait and see. There'll be love and laughter and peace ever after Tomorrow, when the world is free, the shepherd will tend his sheep. The valley will bloom again, and Billy will go to sleep in his own little room again. There'll be blue birds over the white cliffs of Dover. Tomorrow, just you wait and see. There'll be love and laughter and peace ever after. Tomorrow, when the world is free. Okay.